Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking underneath, and he finds McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Touchdown. Nelson Aguilar there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
For Deebo Samuel, incomplete. Damon Arnett on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, 44 yards. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He'll look downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. The 20.
Nothing here.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 79 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. After one, it's 13-6.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Carlson now to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 33. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Second turn, defense, let's go. Fofo to Mike. Mike Fofo. 6-man.
Here's Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. This is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
A gain of 2.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Mostert, and he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Nicholas Morrow on the tackle.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3rd and 4.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
He's gonna make everything
past
happen.
the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Raiders 15. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun now for Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr quickly into the hands of Waller. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Carr now on 1st down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. It's David Arnett picking it off. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but Yeah, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
26. Raiders 15.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
For San Francisco.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Richard on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 27, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the gun, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Well, come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Let's get off the field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 44 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 50.
From midfield, here's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guy. And now here is another interception. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. It's David Arnett picking it off. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Going to throw deep for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there. And it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Daniel Carlson on.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going up top for Taylor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted by the Raiders. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.